Mark Scorner. I'm down here on Venice Beach today, live with Robbie Robinson.
The
Mecca of bodybuilding. And we're going to talk a little bit about leg training because that's one of the things we left undone. And the reason we didn't go into the gym today is they're having a street fair and the gym is so packed and so noisy, you won't be able to even hear us talk. And it's more important to hear what he says than to hear weights clanging in the background, right?
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about a little bit about what you do for legs. What do you find for you works best to develop the quads, the hamstrings, and the calves?
I think I overdeveloped my hamstring when I first started. The calves, I think the quads were a little weak.
Yeah.
I was looking back at some of the whole photographs. It seemed to be a little bit weaker than that. So what I've come back and done over the years was definitely squats. You gotta squat. Squat works the whole body.
Yeah.
Making sure you're in control of the movement, person with the heels and the ball of the knee.
Right.
And really thinking about what you're trying to get done. Big, massive quads.
Yeah. But you have a system on how you do it. Let's, for example, you warm up, then you do how many sets?
I probably do about 15 sets on a light day.
Of squats?
Yeah.
That's a lot of sets.
Overall, the whole workout is about 15.
Okay.
So squats, I do probably about 5 sets.
All right. And how do you graduate your reps? Like, say your first set, how many reps?
I always try to go up with the bar basics for about 20 reps. And then I put the 1 to 45 on that, I do another 20 reps.
Right.
Then 2 1/4, another 20 reps.
That's really good.
315, I'll probably hit about 15. I'm not trying to take a course, so I'll save it for probably the 4 or 5. Then I'll probably do 5 or 6.
That's a good squat workout.
Oh yeah, definitely. You gotta go in there and do it.
I know.
I'm an older guy. Really trying to go in there, put my body through the same.
Wait. Who's older? Not me.
Oh yeah. 66. I'll be 66 come to 24. So
I know you will.
keep battling.
I know that.
I love to train.
I know you do. And you're still in awesome shape. The high reps on the quads, I mean, high reps really pump a lot of blood into them.
I think so. And then a lot of times, twice a week I do quads. So I'd be on the second time around, I probably do front squat.
Oh yeah.
That totally isolates the front quad. Give you the outside sweep. Create more separation. That's what I think along with the good eating.
Now let me ask you a question. If you squat, for example, I need a knee replacement. I can't squat anymore, so I do leg press. But I try to envision in my head the same feeling that I would on a squat.
Exactly. That's what I do too. I'll go from squat one time around, the next time around I'll do leg press.
Okay.
Leg press is probably the movement if you're trying to get your body acclimated to chest up, head back, upper back arch.
Right.
Using the curvature in your lower back, pushing with the heels of the ball.
Yeah. In your mind, you know when you're working your quads.
Oh yeah.
You're in a squat frame of mind.
Oh yeah.
So that way it throws all the stress right onto the quads where you want them.
Exactly.
Okay, so then we go to hamstrings.
I definitely am a big line hamstring curl person. I think it really peaks and shapes the hamstring. As you keep the knotted out, stretch it out a little bit, I'll do stiff leg deadlifts.
Stiff leg deadlift, yeah.
Between the two.
And how many sets and reps on the quad?
Between them, I probably average about 5 or 6 sets between them.
On both? And how many reps on the hamstrings? Is it
I'm probably doing the first set 20 reps, the second set 15, the second probably 10, last one probably 6 to 8.
Okay.
It's some heavy work.
All right, and then you go to leg extensions?
And then I go to leg extensions and I do the same thing probably for the 5 sets. And I'll start probably the first set is for 15, go for 20 reps, then I go 15, 12.
So it's always a lot of reps.
Oh yes, a lot of reps because it's a big muscle group.
Right.
It's furthest from the heart. So you got to kind of really dog it a little bit.
Okay, now we're in the calves. That's another whole deal there because that muscle's so dense it's hard to build. So how do you do your reps on calves and what do you do for them?
I'm still back in the old school mindset.
Yeah.
Donkeys.
Oh my God, yes.
Donkeys, tying 2 45 pounds or 100-pound plate between my leg on my rope, placing my heels on the block, stretching, not to overstretch, but just going back to parallel and keeping the tension 5 sets of times.
Do you bend your knees at all on the donkeys? Slightly.
Slightly bend all of them.
All right.
In those positions, you want to slightly bend.
Because I know that
takes the pressure off the lower back.
It does.
The tissue behind the knees.
It does, because when you do calves straight, I mean, I can do them straight, straight-legged, because my right knee is weak and it'll go out from me.
Right.
But if I bend it just slightly, it seems to get a lot more feeling in the ball of the calf, which I don't know if a lot of people know that. But donkeys, remember we used to do them back in the day, we had 2 people on our back?
Yeah.
And you do as many as you could.
As many as you can.
And then
you do like the 30 sets or 30 reps a set sometimes with all of them on your back.
Yeah, and then one would jump off and you finish off, and the other one...
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Until you're back to the normal.
All right, now, you can't do... I'm going to go off track for a minute. If you're working a bicep, for example, that's a small muscle. You can't do that many reps on the bicep to get response out of it, can you?
I remember what we used to call face-off, and you take 50 pounds, 50-pound barbell, your face arm, you got to do 10 reps. Arm do 10 reps. You do 2 reps, back and forth without putting that bar down.
Oh, I like that.
So at the same time, we're all talking technique, burn, put as much blood into that muscle as you possibly can.
Right.
I think that we did a lot more reps too back in the day. Really.
We were younger.
A lot more, yeah, a lot more reps.
And it makes a difference when you're younger.
I think so. The guys now probably reps are probably a bit more, but I think the body is just made for repetition.
Yeah.
So I think the more repetition you apply to a big muscle group like the quads and the back,
Right.
the bigger, more ripped up, shredded.
Okay, there's another thing we haven't talked about, and I know they want to know. What about abs? I know for me with abs, I don't have to do a lot to maintain them. And there's people that go in the gym, they do a lot of ab work and a lot of ab work, do the side bends with the dumbbells, which I don't think work at all. Because you can't spot reduce. It's all diet.
I think anything you're taking a weight and you're placing on your side and you're going from side to side is definitely going to alter the whole symmetry and shape of the body.
Right.
Especially the obliques. You're not trying to develop obliques. You're trying to develop abdominals. And I think one of the things I do is I do 10 reps, rest, or 10-second count, 10 reps, 10-second count, 10 reps, 10-second count, 50 reps.
Okay.
By the time you get through, you got to,
Of course.
you know.
But
I don't think it's a lot of exercise. I see some people do 4 or 5. I think one hanging leg raises.
that's one of the best. Works the whole body.
That's it.
Works the whole body. All the lower abs.
All the lower abs.
You don't want upper abs anyway. You'll have them. You don't want to work them and build them out.
Exactly.
You want to trim the lower.
Keeping the nice little compact.
All right, so the people in the gyms also, like I said, and we just touched on this, they take dumbbells and they go side to side, and they're heavy weights, and I said, what are you doing that for? You're making your stomach bigger.
Exactly. It's an exercise I've seen some ladies do, and I kind of go up and say sometimes, you're just destroying your body.
Yeah.
It's not for your body at all. It's an exercise you should avoid. Do hanging leg raises or lines.
Somebody came up to me once and said, you work your stomach? I said, hell no, it's big enough already. There's no sense in adding to it, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we were walking down here to the beach, and it's a gorgeous day, and I was asking you, because I had done something about sugar in your diet, and someone said, no, you're wrong, you have to have sugar, and I want to, you do have to have a certain amount of sugar.
You have to have a certain amount, yes.
Okay, but you can overdo that, and it messes with your pancreas. Let's talk about what you told me about that, because you have to have carbs, you have to have rice, you have to have potatoes as you train, because you do need that in order to build muscle, and you need the energy, right? Mm-hmm. And you do need a little bit, and a lot of that does convert to sugar. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, on a binge day, for example, like, I don't do this anymore, but a lot of guys used to take their junk day, and they eat all kinds of sugar. Mm-hmm. You know, ice cream and cakes and cookies, and you get this sugar high where you just can't even function.
I know.
You know, and you were
seen
just like a poison, am I right or wrong?
Pretty much. You know, I've always kind of like, not gotten into that. I've never gotten into the heavy sugar cakes and pies. Never eaten that stuff since I left home on the side.
Right, but you told me it can really mess with your pancreas.
Mm-hmm.
It can mess with your pancreas.
It definitely. It just takes in and alters the body's ability to produce insulin.
Right.
But how the sugar level, you can't really expect the body to digest food with sugar.
Right.
If you're level with cakes and cookies and pies and whatever. I'm not saying that's your desire to do that, but
Yeah.
you're trying to like have that body in the perfect order, working on it, build muscle,
Right.
and burn fat. And you have to kind of eat those meals every 2 to 3 hours.
Exactly.
If you're going to eat sugar, fruit sugar is my preference. I would say have a banana, have an apples, have grapes.
Yeah.
Have them by themselves.
By themselves.
Don't be mixing all the stuff. Melons, you got to eat a melon by itself. You can't mix melons. Strawberries is a low glycemic thing. Strawberries and melons is okay, but I'd rather have the fruit, whatever it is, by
Right.
itself.
Well-
Cantaloupes, honeydew melon, no matter what it is.
When you mix fruit with protein, it doesn't digest properly. It just gives you gas.
It doesn't digest properly because it creates an imbalance in the body's digestive tract.
Right.
The fingers are not can't absorb protein and sugar at the same time.
I know.
So something's going to collapse. That's why people have a lot of gas.
Yeah.
Bloats. That's why a lot of no disrespect to the younger guys, the bodybuilders, that's why it's hard to control because if you got all that sugar in the body along with whatever else you're taking,
Right.
the body can't adjust it.
Exactly.
Awesome.
I don't know about you, but every time I'd sit down for a meal, if I was eating somewhere and people gave me a certain meal with a little bit of carb and this and that, I always make sure I eat my protein first.
Oh yeah. I think the protein is the base of building the body, building muscle.
Right.
The carbs coming in kind of like balance out the insulin, the pancreas level.
Yeah.
The fat, whatever fat you're taking in from the meat or from the chicken or whatever, from the black seed oil or the crude oil that you take,
Right.
balance of foods, then you got a better meal.
Exactly, because in my mind, and maybe it's just in my mind, I want to get my protein first. The other stuff can come later because I want to digest that, get it in the muscle, and then build around it with the carbs at the
Exactly.
end. Okay.
It's basically keep everything kind of balanced. The carb, protein, fats, if they're balanced out pretty much, then you're going to be a muscle.
Yeah. All right. One more thing. I was also told that after your workout, if you have a little bit, somebody told me about gummy bears or lemon drops. Gummy bears, the little candies or lemon drops. If you eat this after you train, it spikes your insulin level and helps you grow. Have you ever heard that before?
I've heard of it, but I've never used it before. I always try to go back to I've been using GAT energy drink,
Yeah.
watermelon flavor. And one of the reasons I've included in my diet, not as much as they're suggesting, but I've used probably half of a scoop. And I've noticed a complete difference in how my body retains the fullness. Before,
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, because I'm older, it was hard for me to keep trying to build that body naturally off just food.
Right.
So you need something to kick in and to kind of maybe raise that body's ability to hold on to it. But now I'm probably fuller and bigger than I've been. Like,
And what is it called that you take?
it's called Jet Mass.
Jet Mass.
By GAT. If you sip a little bit of it during the workouts, it keeps the body from spilling over into where you're using your own muscle tissue as energy.
Wow, that's nice to
and
know.
I've noticed that great. Just been using it now for like about 6 months. And I use half of a scoop, put it in water, chill it, make it into a little slush, drink it in the, while I'm working out, and I notice I'm getting stronger as I go toward heavier weight. And that's what's supposed to happen. Normally your body's going to level off. The heavy weight, heavy lifting, the energy's not going to be. You're not being able to get those reps that you should to build the body.
Right.
But I think this GAT muscle mass, Jet Mass.
And so where can you get that? Tell them where you can get that.
I think you can go online and get it from GAT, Team GAT, and they'll definitely direct you how to use it and everything.
Okay.
But it's great. It's a great product.
Okay. One more thing before we close. Let's talk about your book.
Rick, the book has not stopped selling. It's been a great, great success. We're definitely happy with the results of it. We're going into building the Black Prince 2.
Yeah.
The writers are in the process of putting it together. Keep buying
the book.
Buying the book, and keep
Black
buying
Prince.
Rick's book.
And I got my book, Time of My Life, as well, which goes back to the days
By
when
the
we
way,
all
you got to
together.
send me a copy of the ebook.
I will send you one. I will
read it.
do that today.
Yeah.
But we both have books out, and you got to take a look at this, because this is history in the making. It's history that we did back in the golden era. All the characters that we met in the gym, how we trained, how we ate, the things we did. You people all ask about this, but it's in our books.
Yeah.
So you got to come on RobbieRobinson.net and buy it, RickDrayson.com and buy it, and it's not expensive, and it's going to be worth your while. It'll be something you can have.
And I autograph every copy.
Yes, he does. And I have an ebook right now, but I will have hard copies that I will autograph and send out.
Make sure I get a copy, Rick.
Robbie, you're number one man, and you're going to get it. Well, thank you so much. We're down here at Venice Beach, and it's gorgeous out here.
Mecca.
And I'm getting my tan, and Robbie's getting lighter, and so we're going to probably match up here at some point. And stay tuned for more of Rick's Corner. When Robbie and I get together again, because we enjoy bringing this to you. It's how we get back to bodybuilding, right?
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy Rick's Corner.